What's up, everybody? My name is Brian, and you are watching 7 Days to Bry. Hello, everybody! Today we are playing 7 Days to Die Alpha 16.4. We're going to do a tutorial of how to complete the quest that you get at the beginning of the game. It's just 1 day's worth of gameplay. We're using completely vanilla install, no mods. We're using all the default options. So this is completely what you would expect during normal gameplay today. We're doing a Navezgane map as opposed to random gen. That way we don't have to wait for the map to generate. Alright. Start the basics of survival. Dear friend, the wasteland can be an unforgiving place, and you look like you could use some help. Enclosed is a short guide to help you survive. If you complete it, we just might take in a new citizen. The White River Settlement. It's real and it's safe. Good luck, Noah. Basic survival is your active quests. The quest status is displayed on the objective tracker in the top right of the corner screen, so up here. For more information on quests, access your inventory and navigate to quest menu. So to do that, you'd hit tab, and then your quests would be the exclamation mark there. And any quests you have would be listed here, and you would click on it. You can remove a quest. If it's a location-based thing, you can create a map marker, toggle whether or not the quest is active. Alright, so your first item of business, craft a bedroll. You're going to gather plant fibers, craft the bedroll, and then place the bedroll. So to get plant fibers, we're going to go over here and we're going to punch the grass. Now this is your standard WASD movement. You're going to use your left mouse button to punch or to use any item that's in your hand. So you can see in the upper right hand corner here, we've gathered all the plant fibers that we need, and hit the tab key to open up the crafting menu. And this is organized in category. Most of what you need for the tutorial is going to be in the basics category. So bedroll comes right up to the top. Anything that you already have the ingredients for goes right up to the top. And then below that will be anything that you don't have the ingredients for, and it'll be grayed out. So over here you're going to hit the craft button, or you could hit the W key on your keyboard. And right here, this is your crafting queue. It shows a timer. If I were to click on that red X that pops up, it would cancel the crafting. See, I canceled it. I'm going to do it again now. Alright. So while we're waiting for that to get made, I'm going to go loot this car. You're going to hit E to loot something that you're facing. I'm going to hit the R key to grab everything in there. See, it says it right up there, R. Or you can drag items one by one from a container into your inventory. Now my bedroll is done being crafted. I'm going to put it on my toolbar. So now it's in my hand. I'm just going to place it on the ground here for now. Alright, so step 1 of the quest is complete. Alright, the next step is craft a stone axe. So we're going to gather plant fibers. I've already got enough of those. Gather wood, gather small stone, and then craft the stone axe. So I need to find some wood. There's trees everywhere. Now there's some bushes that are just one punch. This one's going to take several punches. But it'll get me some wood. Alright, now the really hard way to get stones would be to punch these cinder blocks. I don't really want to do that right now. I'm going to go around and look for stones on the ground. Stones. Oh, I just found a bird's nest. Sometimes in some types of terrain these can be hard to spot, but you're going to want these feathers when it's time to craft a bow and arrow. So let's see, are there any stones on the ground? Oh, here's one small stone. Hit E to pick it up. Yeah, I'm gonna grab some of this cotton while I'm here. It'll come in handy later on. Alright, so I've got 2 stones so far. Oh, there's 2 more. Alright, so now I've got all my ingredients. Stone axe. And craft it. That one's a little quicker than the bedroll. And drag that into my toolbar. So you can spin the mouse wheel to change which toolbar item you have equipped. So now I've got my stone axe, so I can go around and hit things with the stone axe. Everything in the world is fully destructible, so pretty much anything you can hit, you can destroy and gain resources from it. You can see down in the bottom right hand corner all the things that are coming out of this rock as I'm hitting it. There's lead, there's nitrate powder, there's iron, and there's small stones. Some of these boulders will also produce charcoal. You get kind of a random mix from those stones. Alright, so the next quest, craft plant fiber clothing. So we're going to gather all the plant fibers, and then we're going to make pants, shirt, hood, shoes, and gloves. Alright, so I'm going to use my stone axe. And I go around hitting the grass. Oh, look, there's some more stones. You know what? I just realized I'm picking up that cotton out of habit. But it's not actually necessary for the tutorial. Later on, you'll want to make cloth armor and other things. You'll need cotton to get started on that. Alright, I've got enough plant fibers. So this is the one part of the tutorial where it's not a basic item. You're going to go over here to clothing. It's the t-shirt icon. So we need plant fiber pants. And I'm going to use the W button to craft it instead of bringing my mouse all the way over there. Plant fiber shirt. Plant fiber hood. Plant fiber shoes. And plant fiber gloves. Alright, so while I'm making those, I'm going to go chop a couple of trees down. Alright, I think that was everything. Alright, so there's all the clothing. It's in my inventory now. I can equip it right from here. When you've got an item highlighted, you can hit the W to wear it. I like to see what my character looks like. Oh, there's my guy. Oh, not wearing anything. Alright, so I'm going to equip each of these items. The pants, the shirt, the hood. There's the plant fiber shoes, plant fiber gloves. Alright, he's covered. That's pretty basic stuff, though. You're going to want to upgrade that stuff pretty quickly. Alright, the next item on the quest is craft a wooden club. I've already got enough wood, so I'm going to go back to my basics list. Wooden club is right there. And you can scroll this list with your middle mouse button. Scroll there. Wooden club. That gets made pretty quickly. I'm going to put that on my toolbar. So, I'm going to try a few whacks with that. Looks literally like I just took a tree branch and cut it down to size, which is pretty much what happened. Alright, so next we have craft bow and arrows. So I've already got the wood, plant fiber, feather, and the stones I'm going to need. So, wooden bow, and then arrow. Alright, there's my bow. Alright, I got my bow equipped, but I can't shoot. What's going on here? Well, there's no arrows equipped on it, so I'm going to hold down the R button. Brings up a radial menu. You can pick what kind of arrows. Steel arrows, iron arrows, or just regular arrows, which is what I have right now. If you only got one type of ammunition, you can just hit the R key without holding it down. It'll just automatically load what you have. Alright, start a base, gather wood. Oh, there's some more feathers. I'm a little distracted today. Okay, I'm gonna gather some more wood. Alright, that was what I needed. So, craft wood frame. I need 3 of them. So use these arrows to change the number. This arrow over here will be the most you're allowed to make. But if I do that, I won't have enough to upgrade them. So I just want 3. Craft those. Alright, now I'm going to take these wood frames and put them on my tool belt. Place wood frame is the next step. Alright. You can also pick them back up. Basically, you just aim around and set it down where you want it. The left mouse button will rotate it, which doesn't make a huge difference on a frame. There are some objects where it really matters how it's rotated. But your standard wood frame doesn't really matter. Now, upgrade wood frame. First time I played, I could not understand how to upgrade the damn thing. So, I'm going to tell you right now, it's the right mouse button. You're going to aim at it with your stone axe, hold down the right mouse button. There you go, you've upgraded your frames. Another thing with the right mouse button is generally the alternate use of any item that you're holding. So on your bow and arrow, you can use the right mouse button to zoom in on what you're shooting at, which is pretty useful sometimes. Alright, the next item, gather small stones. Craft a campfire and place the campfire. Alright, so it says I already have enough small stones. Get my campfire. I'm going to craft it. Alright. So there's my campfire. I can place it on the ground where I want. I can place it on top of here. Spending skill points. You have earned skill points. Spend them by accessing your inventory and navigating to the skills menu. Then highlight the desired skill or perk and purchase it. Alright, so right there, skills. So it says up here I have 5 points available. Down here's a list of all the skills and perks. You can scroll with your mouse wheel. Lots of stuff to pick from. So the next step on the journey to settlement and locate trader. So if you look up at the top center of the screen as I'm turning, see that little icon that popped up a little bit south of east? That's going to be where my trader is. If you look back here, that icon that looks like a bed, that's where my bedroll is. I left it back here. So we're going to head for the trader. Now usually what I do, if you hit M for map, oh, look at that, I'm right on the edge of the world. That red right there is the edge of the world. Right over here, that's where the trader is. It's still in the fog of war here, so to speak. I like to create my own waypoint here and call it trader. The reason I do that is because as soon as I get to that location to fulfill the quest, that marker will go away. So I make my own marker right over it. So if after I leave the trader, I'll be able to find it to come back to it. Now speaking of trader, when you see tires in the road, if you destroy the tires with your axe, there's always a chance that you'll get a set of tires in your inventory. Those are great for, whoa, quality 562, that's really good. Those are great for getting a little bit of money in the early game to use at the trader. They're also used for creating your mini bike when you get ready to do that, but you're going to have plenty of chances to pick up tires. So usually any tires I manage to pick up on day one, I save them for the trader. It's got more value for its inventory space than a lot of other things you're going to find on day one. These tree stumps here, sometimes they have really good stuff in them. Sometimes you find a can of dog food. Not very good. Let's see if this gets me any more tires. Nope. Alright, so we're running to the trader. One thing I like about the Navezgane map here is you have these rivers and bridges. The terrain looks generally better than it does in a lot of the random gen worlds. Simply because with random gen you're at the mercy of randomness, basically. Alright, so I just got my first kill of the day. So this is something that you don't find in a random gen world, is you'll find these bridges. Oh, there's a cheerleader. We're gonna kill her. Okay, here's a real challenge. There's a wolf back there. See if I can kill that wolf. This is not meant to be part of the tutorial. I normally don't run into a wolf this early on in the game. Running backwards and shooting at its head is generally the way to take this thing out. There we go, we got it. So, I'm going to get a little bit of meat and hide out of this thing. You can see down the bottom right hand corner I'm getting meat, animal fat, and hide. Oh, I just got a bone. The nice thing with a bone, you can craft a bone shiv. This is the poor man's version of the hunting knife. You can use it to skin an item. You usually get slightly better yield out of that than you do out of using your stone axe. Pound on these tires over here. Oh, I got another set of tires. Those ones weren't as good. Alright, see my on the stone axe there, see all these items have a bar at the bottom of color. Like these wheels have a purple bar. This wooden bow, this shiv, they have kind of the nasty brown looking one. The one on the stone axe, the bar is almost gone. Just to get a little bit of color over to the left side of it. That means it's about to fall apart and not be any good anymore. I'm going to repair that. So what that's going to do is that's going to take, I believe it takes 1 stone out of my inventory. Yep, 1 stone out of my inventory. It lowers the quality of it, but refills that bar, so it's useful again. If that bar disappears, then you can't use it anymore. Alright, finally gonna cross this bridge. Yep. You got these nice rivers here. So it's in this trash bag. Oh yeah, more tires. Great. Headshot. Alright. And by the way, the walking speed is really slow like this. If you want to run, you want to hold down the left shift key. And if you want to try to hide from something, the left control, you see that little eye shows up. Ooh, there's a rabbit. I didn't get it. So when something spots me, that little eye in the very middle of the screen would get big and it would say hunted. Let's see if we can get closer to this zombie and watch that happen. Oh, see? The eye got bigger and it says hunted. So now he knows where I am. And I'm out of arrows. These bone shivs are good for popping soft zombie heads, though. Good tactic I like to use when I'm trying to get headshots on one of these guys is to run in, run back out. Basically, you don't want to stand still. It makes it too easy to hit you. Don't stay close to them. Alright, we're getting pretty close to the trader. See if we can get another set of tires here. I'll get some good money to start with. Nope. I can hear it. There it is. Get you with me, club. Oh. Now if you use your torch, sometimes it'll light the zombie on fire. I don't think I've ever seen a torch knock an arm off before. No, I didn't catch her on fire. I was hoping to have that happen. It's really fun to watch. A torch, by the way, is a shining beacon for the zombies. They'll be more attracted to me while I'm holding it. Oh, I'm really low on stamina, so I'm having a hard time using my run in, run out tactic. I'm gonna walk a little bit here. There we go. Oh, why aren't you catching fire? There we go. Alright. Once you get them down on the ground, you get a few seconds where you can hit them without having to worry about getting hit back. I'm going to leave him. And there's the trader. So the cool thing about the trading post, hear that sound when I try to hit the wall? Whoa! Where'd you come from? Alright. Alright, so what I was saying was, try to hit anything here inside the trading post. You get that little ding sound, and no damage happens. Alright, so basically what's going on when when you hear that sound, the trading post is invulnerable. It cannot be destroyed. You as a player can't destroy it. The zombies can't destroy it. It is a safe spot. So we're looking around here. I got a pretty good setup here. There's a campfire. There's a forge. Both the forge and the campfire are good. Workbench. Okay, there's a cement mixer. And here's a chemistry station. These all are in working order. Now, when you play a random gen map, there's a slim chance that each of these crafting stations is in working order. Generally, most of them are not. The nice thing about having all those is if you set up camp pretty close to a trader, you don't have to worry about having to make all those crafting stations for yourself. You can come back and use the ones here. Wouldn't do that too much if you're doing a PvP server. People can come in and kind of wreck your shit if you leave your stuff cooking in there while you're away. Steal your resources that you leave in there. So I wouldn't do that. Oh, looky here. Here's the trader. Trader Joel. Alright. So I can sell him my mini bike wheels. Alright. Probably won't want to eat that dog food. Alright, so I got 507 tokens now. Is there anything here that I can buy for 507 tokens? That I can get some cloth boots. Those are going to be way better than the plant fiber boots that I'm currently wearing. What else do they have here? If I had a little more, I could get a claw hammer. Those are a little bit better than the stone axe. They're not great on stone and metal, but they're good for wood, and they work better as a construction tool for upgrading objects than the stone axe does. Get a meal. Get some bacon and eggs. That'll be good if I get hungry. And then over here there's a button called Secret Stash. It looks like a little safe. This is stuff that's not showing up under the All section. The contents of the Secret Stash is totally dependent on if you go into your skills. There's a skill here. Where is it? Secret Stash. When you get enough points, you can buy ranks in Secret Stash. The more ranks you have in Secret Stash, the better types of items will show up here under the Secret Stash and the Trader. Basically, it represents your ability to get this guy to show you his best goods that he keeps behind the counter. I don't really see anything right here that I can afford that I'd want right now. Anyway, I did get my cloth boots. If I look at my body, see plant fiber shoes, 7%, 6%, 12% for protections. These cloth boots here, 19%, 12%. That's a better deal. So I'm going to wear those instead. Now I'm not going to need these plant fiber shoes anymore, and the trader won't buy them for me, so I'm just going to scrap them. That's going to return some of my plant fibers to me that I used to make them. Not all, just some. And the other thing here, this is the one trader whose bookcase you can get to. They all seem to have a bookcase behind them. Sometimes you can find rare books in there. A lot of times it's just paper, like in this case. Alright, so that is the starting quest of the game completed. We've crafted all the basic items, and we found the trader. We even made a transaction. Thanks for tuning in. Check us out next time on 7 Days to Bry.